welcome to this short screencast, just talking about the features in the web development program management Timecamp app that I've set up. It's the package with Timecamp integration in Podio, and so if I'm just going to show you each of the apps a little bit so you can see. Project apps. I've disabled the Timecamp in the project apps because it makes it really complicated if you start to record time on the project as well as on everything else. It's much easier to record it in slightly smaller parts, so in the deliverables and things, but you set a project up and then all of the information from all of the other apps will be pulled in here. Budget totals, time spent on deliverables, time spent on issues, total time spent. Any tasks you create directly related to the project, you can record time on those in Timecamp, but again I've disabled those for the projects. It would be better just to do it within the deliverables, and then all the related items obviously help with the calculations are at the bottom there. So let's go to some deliverables. The deliverables are here, and what you'll see is, just to make it clear when you're looking at things in Timecamp, it's worth putting some kind of code on the front. In this case it's the same code for everything, it's the project code. And if you look at, for instance, this deliverable here, we've now got a timer that's active, so you can start the timer and that will actually record the time you spend doing that task until you go back and turn the button off. It's worth remembering to do that because otherwise you that is the basic information. And again, the deliverable will pull in information about time spent on those time count, time sheets, also calculate issues related to that project at the time. Priority. Add task. And if you add a task, let's just stick that for today. You'll see then when you go to the task, because this is active in Timecamp, you can actually start a timer for that individual task as well. I'm not going to do that now, but it just means you can record a task level, the time you spend on your work, and this related items there. So you can set a budget, and you can set to allocate time, and then everything gets calculated against that. Let's have a look at the rest of the apps in here. The designs app. So if you spend time creating some design, you'll be able to add images and design notes, and related to the deliverable that it's for. You can relate it to a feature if you wish. And again, there's the timer on here, so once you've decided you need a design, if you fill in this bit, start the timer, and then get on with doing the design, and then it's got approval voting there on the bottom. Any expenses or timesheets that are linked directly to this will be shown on the bottom there. You can create tasks directly related to the design, and again those tasks, and you can then use the timer in Timecamp for. Features. I've set features up as a kind of a repository for information about a feature, how to set it up, and costing notes. So I've not got any timings related to that. See a simple way of doing it where I'm not going to duplicate such. Yeah, so that's that. It does, however, have a feature cost, and that's based on the cost you think it would be to implement. So if you put that in and that feature cost, and you link that feature to the deliverable, then that will take the total. There's a meetings app here. Meetings app again has got the Timecamp integration. You can set up a meeting. It's also got the GoToMeeting free integration in if you want to use that. You can add an expected duration, let's say an hour. You can add an agenda and a meeting budget if you've got to book rooms or something. You can add minutes of the meeting, and importantly also you can add outcomes, so you've got a place of recording what the outcomes were. Then obviously then you can record the time that, once you're in the meeting, you can start the timer and record the time that the meeting takes, and that'll all be calculated off from the deliverables along with the expenses. The expenses, let's just skip one here. Issues. I've set up an issues app as well, so the issues app works again along a similar line. You've got a timer there so you can time the amount you spend on issues, add issues, relate them to the project and also to the deliverable. Now the reason I've done that is just because it's simpler then to calculate out how much time you've spent on issues on a particular project. I've found that's quite useful to know. And then again, with your add tasks here directly related to an issue, you can then record time against those individual tasks. You can add expenses to an issue if you've had an unexpected expense, and that will be calculated off from the projects form at the front, so you'll see how much was spent on issues as well. Expenses is fairly self-explanatory. Expenses, there's obviously no time record in there because that's not necessary, but you just add in your expense. You can add a receipt if you wish. You might want to change these categories or types of expense, and that will calculate off whatever it's related to. Now the timesheets by Timecamp app. This is an app that is set up by Timecamp itself when you set up the integration. I've added it to the package so that Timecamp won't set it up and the calculations don't get spoiled. That's fine. But what I would say is you shouldn't really add entries for this manually. It won't work. You have to fiddle around and go back into Timecamp and synchronise it for it to work. So I would just leave the timesheet there well alone and do the recording of the time either on a mobile phone or on a mobile device. In Podio itself, using the buttons in the app, or using the Timecamp dashboard web browser, or you can use the also a PC tracking, time tracking. So look, we've got 40 minutes tracked here. If I stop that now, you'll see that we go to timesheets and we refresh it. We should have a new entry then for 39 minutes and 3 seconds. And this unfortunately has also recorded that when I added that from the entry, so we can delete that. Flashes 000 because it's only recording minutes or showing minutes, displaying minutes in the timer. It's recording seconds as well, it's only showing minutes, so it'll take 1 minute before you get anything other than zeros. So that's really just a quick overview. If you go back to the web projects now, obviously then anything that's been added will be updating to the times here, so you can see now the times changed and balances have all changed a bit. This is totally, so we're running out of time on this project there, but that's fine. So yeah, that's just a quick overview. I hope you found it useful.